Did Taylor Swift just cut ties with Blake Lively? The two haven't been seen together in months, and sources say Taylor is feeling used after being dragged into Justin Baldoni's $400 million lawsuit. What started as a Hollywood legal battle has now turned into a full-blown friendship fallout, with claims that Blake leveraged Taylor's name for her own gain. And now, Taylor is backing away, avoiding events, and even skipping out on appearances where Blake would be. But is this a temporary break or the end of one of Hollywood's strongest friendships? Before we get into all the details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on your favorite celebrities. Now, let's dig in. Taylor Swift is officially hitting the brakes on her friendship with Blake Lively, and not just for a little time out. Sources close to the situation say Taylor is feeling hurt and even like a pawn in a legal battle she never asked to be a part of. And if there's one thing we know about Taylor, it's that she doesn't take kindly to being dragged into drama that isn't hers. So now she's keeping her distance, not just from Blake, but also from Ryan Reynolds, making it clear she wants no part in this mess. So what exactly happened? Well, it all comes down to Justin Baldoni's massive $400 million lawsuit, which has turned into something straight out of a Hollywood thriller. And somehow, Taylor's name got pulled into the chaos. According to court documents, Baldoni claims that during a meeting with Reynolds, Blake allegedly used Taylor as an intimidation tactic, essentially throwing her into the mix over some behind-the-scenes edits made to a key rooftop scene in It Ends With Us. Now, keep in mind, this wasn't just any scene. It was a major part of the movie, which, by the way, turned out to be a huge success, raking in a jaw-dropping $351 million worldwide on just a $25 million budget. But here's where things get awkward. Taylor never agreed to be part of this, yet suddenly, she's in the headlines for a lawsuit she had absolutely nothing to do with. According to the lawsuit, Justin Baldoni didn't just feel pressured, he outright stated that Taylor Swift's presence at a meeting made him think he needed to comply with Blake Lively's vision for the script. And if that wasn't enough, things took an even wilder turn when Blake allegedly started channeling her inner Game of Thrones villain. Yeah, you heard that right. In a series of text messages, Lively reportedly compared herself to Khaleesi, aka Daenerys Targaryen, calling Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift her dragons. Now, if you've seen Game of Thrones, you know that's not exactly a comforting comparison. Daenerys started off as a hero, but later went full villain mode, torching everything in her path out of vengeance. So, imagine being Baldoni, already feeling pressured, and then getting texts where Lively casually references a character known for, well, burning cities to the ground. But a source told DailyMail.com that she never even planned to be at that meeting. She just happened to show up at Lively's New York penthouse, only to realize the meeting was still going on. So, from her perspective, she wasn't there as some power move, she just walked into the wrong place at the wrong time. And now, she's somehow caught in the middle of a legal firestorm. Naturally, Taylor isn't happy. Another insider explained that she was blindsided by the whole situation and found the entire thing uncool and unnecessary. And let's be honest, when Taylor Swift starts pulling away, it's not just a small deal. This is someone who has been best friends with Blake for over a decade, celebrating milestones, going on vacations, and even name-dropping Blake's kids in her music. So for her to take a step back, that says a lot, and it's not just about the friendship, it's about her image. A second source confirmed Taylor has politely backed away from it all. She is conscious of her own image and hates that she was even mentioned. And just when you thought this lawsuit couldn't get any more tangled, Taylor Swift's music got pulled into the drama too. Yep, according to Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively allegedly used her close friendship with Taylor as leverage to get her way behind the scenes of It Ends With Us. Here's what went down. Baldoni claims that Lively wasn't just pushing for more control over the film. She was making some pretty bold moves to ensure she got it. According to the lawsuit, Lively allegedly refused to approve the movie's trailer unless she got extra time to work on a new cut with her own personal editor. And to sweeten the deal, she reportedly dangled the possibility of securing Taylor Swift's song My Tears Ricochet for the trailer only if her demands were met. Now, keep in mind, My Tears Ricochet is a deeply emotional track from Taylor's Folklore album, so having it in the trailer was a big deal. And according to the lawsuit, Blake allegedly made it clear that if she didn't get what she wanted, she might just change her mind about reaching out to Taylor to approve the song's use. In other words, the implication was that Taylor's music was being used as a bargaining chip in a high-stakes power play. Baldoni even referenced an alleged text exchange with a Sony executive from May 2024, where someone wrote, "Blake is calling Taylor to approve the song." She, of course, just reached out saying she is asking for time with redacted her editor. "We know it was conditional on signing the contract, but asking if you will reconsider." So, Redacted can release this trailer, and Blake does not change her me recalling Taylor Swift. Now, if this is true, it paints a pretty messy picture, and it puts Taylor in an even tougher spot, because let's be real, the last thing she wants is to be seen as some kind of pawn in behind-the-scenes Hollywood negotiations. But here's where things get really interesting. By August, when rumors about a brewing feud between Lively and Baldoni started gaining traction, Taylor actually seemed to be siding with her bestie. When things started spiraling, Blake Lively did what any A-lister under fire would do. She retreated. And not just anywhere, but straight to Taylor Swift's $17 million Rhode Island mansion. She and Ryan Reynolds were spotted there, seemingly taking cover as the backlash grew louder. But here's the thing. This wasn't just about bad press. Lively was facing serious heat over her It Ends With Us promo. And let's just say, it wasn't going well. People were calling her out for being tone deaf, mostly because she dodged questions about the film's core theme, domestic violence, and instead told audiences to grab their florals and head to the theater. Yeah, not the best look. On top of that, some critics accused her of using the media attention to plug her alcohol brand, Betty Booze. And if that wasn't enough, old interview clips of her being less than friendly with reporters started resurfacing online, and social media wasn't exactly kind. Now, here's where things get really interesting. The last time Lively and Swift were spotted together was back in October, on a double date with Ryan and Travis Kelce. But just 2 months later, everything flipped. Lively officially filed a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department, accusing Justin Baldoni of sexual harassment and claiming he created a toxic work environment on the It Ends With Us set. Around the same time, the New York Times dropped an article based on her filing, alleging that Baldoni had launched a smear campaign against her. And then, Baldoni clapped back, hard. He hit Lively and Ryan Reynolds with a counter lawsuit, accusing them of conspiring to ruin his reputation. Now, none of them, Taylor, Blake, or Ryan, have spoken publicly about the mess, but insiders say Taylor is not happy. She reportedly feels used and deeply uncomfortable about being linked to the drama. And let's be honest, when Taylor distances herself, that's never a good sign. And if you needed more proof that things between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively are not in a good place, just take a look at their public appearances, or rather, the lack of them. Since the controversy exploded in December, the two haven't been seen together at all. Fans were almost certain they'd spot Blake and Ryan Reynolds at the Super Bowl, cheering alongside Taylor as she supported Travis Kelce. But when game day rolled around, nowhere to be seen. No sideline moments, no luxury box hangouts, nothing. And according to Page Six, Taylor is feeling really hurt by all of this. So, are they never ever getting back together? Well, if insiders are to be believed, things aren't looking good. A source close to Taylor told the Daily Mail that she and Blake aren't even speaking. That's right, zero communication. The source spilled, Taylor is not communicating with Blake. And if you were wondering why she wasn't at SNL 50, apparently it had everything to do with who was there. Blake and Kim Kardashian? Yeah, that was basically Taylor's personal nightmare. The source put it bluntly, it was the last place on earth she would be seen. But here's where things take an even more interesting turn. Another insider claims this whole situation has made Taylor rethink everything, including who she keeps in her circle. Taylor is taking stock of which of her friends are good for her and who name drops her for personal gain after Blakegate. And let's just be honest, Taylor doesn't play when it comes to loyalty. If she feels someone used her, she's out. And right now, she has way bigger things to focus on. The source confirmed that she's deep in the process of creating a new album and doesn't want any distractions. She has a new album in the works and is shocked by how much drama she was pulled into. She won't let external factors hurt her career. But is this just a cooling off period? Or has Blake Lively officially lost one of her closest friends? And more importantly, if Taylor is rethinking her inner circle, who's next? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more juicy celebrity updates. See you in the next one.